Hey guys, it's the Lord here, back in with another action figure video, and today we're going to be discussing the reveals from this year's G-Con event held by the fine folks over at Four Horsemen Studios. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to make this video this year. I've done it for every G-Con since Alithia, and with the exception of Aerithir, I've always done it. I've always done a video covering the G-Con reveals, but this year, I really wasn't feeling it. But I decided, against my better judgment, screw it, to heck with it, throwing caution to the wind, we're going to do it anyways, because this year, the focus was on House of the Noble Bear and Sons of the Red Star. So I'm going to shut up, because we got a lot to talk about here, because they did reveal quite a bit for two factions that I'm kind of lacking in as far as representation goes, especially when it comes to Sons of the Red Star. So for starters, they showed this really cool Viking guy, and just a disclaimer, I'm not going to know all the names of these characters, sorry, but they're Four Horsemen characters, so their names are a little bit complicated and convoluted, and have a lot of nouns and vowels and everything else under the sun. But this Viking dude was really cool, a little bit more historically accurate, if you will, and an impressive accessory layout, if I do say so myself. And then we get a Dark Elf, a female Dark Elf, whose last name is Cinderhorn, and I do have her daddy, Malachi Cinderhorn, so it's nice to get another Dark Elf. She is, of course, a member of Sons of the Red Star. She is a mercenary, and a real cool looking one at that. And then I got the thing that I kind of just am indifferent towards, unfortunately. I don't get excited for dwarves. I never have. I don't know if I ever will. I love the Skelly Bone Splitter figure from All-Stars 6 Plus, whatever they called it. But these two, they're cool. I'm not sure if I'm sold on them exactly, but if you watch my Bronze Dwarf Legion Builder review, you know I'm typically the type of person that once I get a figure in hand, I like it a lot more than when I initially see it. With the exception of this guy. This four-arm crazy reptilian guy with swappable faceplates and whatnot. He is pretty rad. He's got the tail from the Crazy Scorpion Lady from Cosmic Legions. It's a little bit different as far as the tooling goes, so it plugs into his booty hole there, but really like him. I think he's one of my favorites. And then we have the infamous Yak Giant, or Minotaur Giant, from the Ogre packaging from way back in, I think, Siege of Bjorngar was when this character was initially revealed. Pretty cool. And then we have this crazy Chinese demon ghost guy. I could totally see somebody repainting this guy into a terracotta soldier. Not gonna lie, well, a terrifying looking terracotta soldier. But he reuses some of the Monkey King parts. I do have a Monkey King review coming in about a week or so, so stay tuned for that. But I really like this guy, probably a little bit more so than the Monkey King. But I'm a sucker for ghostly demonic characters, so maybe that's just me. Next up, we got this Frost Elf, who is built on a 1.0 female body like Vorga from Cosmic Legions Wave 1. She's pretty cool. Probably one of the cooler female elf figures I've seen. Not gonna lie, I think she's really, really cool. And then we have the one I was most excited for, the Amir, aka Scapular, the Crypt Breaker 2.0. This is awesome. I missed the initial Scapular. I still kind of want that one, even though this one kicks the ever-living crap out of it. Like, it's no contest. He comes with a freaking blowgun, and he's a skeleton. Is that even physically possible? Who gives a crap? It's awesome. And speaking of awesome, his steed here, this crazy unicorn, that should be popping up at any second now. I got a little bit ahead of myself there, but there you go. Umbra, I think is its name. The dark unicorn. Totally unexpected. I kind of expected a skeleton horse, but hey, I'm open to new ideas, right? And then we have Atlas the Conqueror 2.0, along with Scapular and quite a few of the reveals. There's some alternate looks for Atlas. Almost said Attila. That's his brother. But along with the Scapular and a couple other reveals, I was kind of on the money with some predictions for this year's G-Con. Not to toot my own horn, I didn't make it public or anything, because while a lot of people were skeptical if we were going to get this behemoth, This crazy bear here. We got it. It's awesome. And it comes with some alternate parts so you can have it standing up. But back to the predictions. By the way, this thing stands taller than a troll. That's insane. Like, what? Where are we going to put this? Who cares? This guy clocks in the same price point as Slog, by the way, and he towers over him. So, leave it to the Horseman to give you a deal, you know? Yeah, it's expensive, but I think it's worth it. But back to my predictions. Because initially, I thought we were going to get a Deluxe Dwarf Builder Kit. We kind of did. We got a Dwarf 2-pack. I felt like we were going to get a Viking Dude. We got one. Atlas and Scapular 2, of course. I even thought we would get a bear. Because, I don't know, I feel like they could find some clever ways to reuse that, right? I thought we were going to get a mount for Scapular. I thought it was going to be a skeleton horse and not a freaking unicorn, so that's cool. That was a pleasant surprise. I thought we were going to get a reptile guy and a kind of Asian-inspired, Chinese, Japanese-inspired, kind of samurai-looking guy. We got both of those, right? They'll go great with Grisha the Slitherer, by the way, if you have that figure. I myself do. It's one of the first reviews I posted on this channel, not the old channel. I also thought we were going to get a 1.0 female figure, and that we did. And I had a thought in the back of my mind about a Dark Elf, but I wasn't sure if we were going to get it or not. I'm glad we did, because there are not a ton of Dark Elves. There's a couple builders, and then there's Malachi Cinderhorn. So I'm very, very stoked that a lot of my kind of predictions that I kept to myself. I almost posted a predictions video, but I decided against it because I didn't want to kind of follow the trend. And I haven't posted a lot of videos lately, guys, so I don't want to bombard you with content, but content is king, I've heard. That said, there was also a couple of weapons packs shown. I don't typically cover those. And then they're going to offer a dwarf head, which is a tribute to a member of the Legion's community who passed away a couple of years ago. That really blows, you know. You never want to hear that type of stuff. I remember when the late great Glenn Webb passed away, it hit me, and I didn't even know this guy, and I was like, wow, that friggin' sucks. So it's cool of the Horseman to make a tribute head sculpt to him. I was kind of hoping they were going to release the figure that I think his family actually owns that, if I'm not mistaken. I was kind of hoping they were going to put that out maybe in this wave or an all-star wave or something, or as a Legion's Con exclusive, worst case scenario. But you know, getting the head sculpt I think is good enough. It would be nice to have a base body to put it on, but we're getting a lot of dwarfs lately, so I'm sure people find a use for that one way or another. But that is the G-Con reveals. I hope this video was short and sweet. Again, my predictions were kind of on point, to my surprise. I will say the unicorn was very surprising, and even though I did predict quite a bit of what was going to be shown, the way they did it was still surprising enough to catch me off guard. And I also didn't expect to see that giant Minotaur character. That's pretty cool, although he kind of looks more like a Baphomet, doesn't he? Either way, I'm going on a tangent. I want to cut this here. So you guys can go check them out for yourselves. I'll leave a link in the description below, hopefully, to Store Horseman, so you go order an all-in, because that's the only way you're going to get that exclusive dwarf head. I wouldn't mind having that dwarf head, but, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. And the all-in is $550 before tax and shipping, and they don't do payment plans. So hopefully I'll be able to do it. The pre-order ends January 14th. It's live now, so you got plenty of time to place your order. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it's worth, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.